share this with you guys. We're going to be talking today about the co-opportunity of a lifetime, that play on words. We're a cooperative, meaning that we cooperate with each other. We're able to divide our efforts and multiply our results with this incredible project moving forward. And I want to talk to you guys about the digital wallet. And the reason why I want to bring this to you guys' attention is this. This is the greatest project of our lifetime. And this is not hype. This is not me just being biased to the fact. This is coming from an evaluated experience and understanding what's happening globally, ladies and gentlemen. Money is the operating system of our world. Yes or no? It's the lifeblood of our entire globe. Money is. But guess what? The digital wallet is the organ that sends and receives that life source. So we are playing at a level. We're in the major leagues of business. And so for those of you that are bringing anything that you've done in the past, whether you're looking at this like it's a network marketing deal or a gifting deal or a board or susu, stop doing that to yourself. That's minor league stuff compared to what it is that we're doing here. This is major league stuff because the digital wallet is the ultimate organ that does the sending and receiving, okay, of the lifeblood of our global economy, and that is money. And so we have the opportunity for the first time in history in our lifetime to basically build a global track that we all own collectively without betting on the horses, meaning this project has nothing to do with whether crypto goes up or down, Forex trading and all that stuff. We own the track, ladies and gentlemen. So when you look at this here, digital wallets could cost banks billions in lost payments income. And you guys see here that consumers are taking to digital wallets in greater numbers. And unfortunately for the banking industry, the space is dominated by tech firms in the US. Is there still time for banks to get traction? Or are they stuck on the sidelines as rivals like Apple and PayPal reap big benefits and divert tens of billions of dollars in revenue away from the banks? Okay, so guess what? This is what we're doing. I want to share this with you guys because everybody on this line is a part of our global community. We're at different stages of awareness about what we have our hands on. And based on your awareness level is going to determine how quickly you run at this particular project here. And when I speak about awareness, you guys, what I'm saying is different from intelligence. Most people, when it comes to making money, it's not an intelligence issue. It's an awareness issue. And let me give you guys an example of this. And I'm dating myself, but back in the day before GPS and all that, we used to have to go, if we got lost, all right, we would go to a gas station and get, let's just say, a map. You guys remember that? For those of you that can remember, before all this fancy technology, we literally had to do some work. So imagine if you're in Chicago, right, and you've never been there before, and you go to the gas station and you ask the gas attendant, for a map, and it gives you a map. And you're going ahead and you're looking at the map, you know how to read a map, but you weren't aware that he gave you the wrong map. He actually gave you a map of New York. So it's not that you can't read the map, you were following the map that was the wrong map. You weren't aware that it was the wrong map. So I'm suggesting to each and every one of you that some of you, depending on your awareness level, you see it as another network marketing deal, you see it as another gifting deal or a side hustle, but then there's some of us, the ones that's really out here building this thing, we have complete awareness of the magnitude and the enormity of this project here. Because what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is we're diverting tens of billions of dollars into our ecosystem. And everybody wins by a one-time, two-step execution. There are no losers except for those who choose not to execute, something that's very, very doable. So with that being said, look at PayPal here. In 2021, they did $4.1 billion in profit, not revenue, in profit. In that same year, Cash App did $2.1 billion in profit. In that same year, Venmo did over $850 million in profit, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Many of us on this line, we're already participating in this, in their ecosystem. How many of you have a PayPal account or a Cash App account or Venmo account? Guess what? We're responsible for that economic value that allows them to make this money right here. And they're willing to pay you a one-time out of pocket in order to be in their ecosystem. Why is that? Because the digital wallet is the organ. It's the heartbeat that moves and sends and receives the lifeblood of our economy, that being money. That's what we're playing in. Make sense? So here's what we're doing. Think about this for a moment, you guys. We're in this space here. PayPal, Cash App, here's us, the CoopWallet, all right? If you can get all the people in the organization rowing in the same direction, we can dominate any industry. CoopWallet is short for cooperative wallet. We are cooperatively diverting tens of billions of dollars into our ecosystem. And as an exact consequence of that, think about this. Each and every one of us gets showered in raging river of cash flow that scales residually. And we only have to execute 2 steps one freaking time. I just want to unleash your awareness, you guys, of what we have our hands on here. Do not shuck and jive with this here, because for many of us on this line, this is your last shot at creating the lifestyle of your dreams. And it's so not necessary for you not to have it with this one here. We're not selling a pill. We're not selling a weight loss product. We're not selling a juice or a berry. We're not talking about anything fancy like a cryptocurrency backed by commodity and all that fancy talk or anything like that. We're not talking about anything subjective or trendy. We're talking about something as objective as digital wallets, which are the organ for sending and receiving money all across this planet. And we collectively have the opportunity to dominate that industry collectively as a cooperative with the CoopWallet. Are you guys feeling me on that? You guys should be getting excited about this, because how quickly it grows and how fast it grows, it's on us. Now, here's what I want you guys to understand why I'm sharing this with you, because I'm trying to just take the lid off for you so that you understand we have all green lights. That the speed of your cooperative, of you executing the 2 steps, is in direct proportion to your awareness level of the enormity of this project. If you don't understand how big it is, you're not going to operate like your hair's on fire. But when you understand, you become aware of how big this is, you're moving a lot quicker, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So think about it from this standpoint. We give the example of it taking, if you did it in 7 days or less, the 2 steps. And then you talk about 10 weeks, you're at 7 figures a month. But the system, the wallet, doesn't care whether you do it fast or slow. It doesn't have to take 10 weeks. It can take 10 days. It doesn't have to take 10 days. We can do it in 10 hours. So the purpose of today's call is for all of us to stop shucking and jive and take the lid off, and let's go for this, you guys. This can be the most profitable year of your entire life because of this project here. Make sense? So the key, though, is instead of, and I sent this in the Telegram group a few days ago, instead of asking how you can make $1 million, ask yourself how you can serve 1 million people. As below, so above. See, you have to give in order to receive. So but you can't give what you don't have. So the intention has to be where you help to serve, 1 million people. How do you do that in our project? Start off with serving 3 people. That's how you do it in our project. Meaning refer 3, open up 3 accounts. But here's the whole key, you guys, and I want you guys to write this down. You don't have 3 accounts opened until your 3 has 3 accounts each opened. And when you do that, if you guys look at this, you can fold this thing up in half and you can see where you're then right here on top, because you first helped enough people. So success in our ecosystem is not just you open up 3 accounts, but then you're cheerleading, you're assisting, you're poking and prodding your 3 to be accountable to executing their 2 steps within record time as well. And that's how we get the cash flow moving even quicker. So allow me to break this thing down for you guys, okay? The co-op system. And you guys see here, it's an acronym. Many of you have heard this before, but it's literal. Take this literally. It's not just fancy talk. It stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. That's what a system does. It allows you to save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So Our system, what it does, it integrates all the elements that's required to make your cooperative work. So by doing so, it will actually transform your business, your cooperative, okay, into an unavoidable cash flowing machine. Because whether you guys realize it or not, an organization is an organism, all right, that's driven by the integrity of its parts, all working towards a realized objective. So what do I mean by that? Everything operates in a system. Right now, we all have a respiratory system. We have a skeletal system, okay? What else we have? We have a cardiovascular system, right? All of these systems, they work with integrity, all right? And they work in concert with each other. If one of those systems, if your cardiovascular system has dis-ease in it, all right, where you haven't taken care of it, it's going to affect the other systems in your body, and you have dis-ease set into your body, which is a system, right? It's the same thing in business. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to create healthy members where everybody becomes smarter than money. Everybody buys into the culture and the system, rowing in the same direction in concert, knocking out these two steps quick, like our hair's on fire, and it becomes a snowball effect. It becomes alive. It becomes like this force that people become attracted to. And then as more and more success stories start to unfold and people are saying, my mortgage is covered, my car payment is covered, I fired my boss, I'm taking trips around the world, all of these different things, then it becomes much simpler for us to talk to people about it because they're going to be looking for us and say, sign me up. So let's talk about this, all right? So the co-op system, the two integral parts that we have of our system is the co-op wallet. It runs the cooperative, and guess what? It does 99% of the work. Think about how powerful that is. That once you get it going, it does 99% of the work when you trigger it by executing, completing your two simple steps. And how many times are we to do it? One time. The second integral part is us as members. We fuel the co-op wallet ecosystem, and that's only 1% of the work. And that 1% is our two simple steps. Once we do that, as everyone is doing that, the co-op wallet takes over the automation, the artificial intelligence that's baked into the system, does all the sending and receiving as advertised, where every time a wallet is opened up and the two steps are completed, then 10 other people receive a pay raise in residual cash flow, whereby we're collectively dividing our efforts but multiplying our results, diverting all that money, tens of billions of dollars that already exist and will continue to rise up into our co-op wallet ecosystem, okay? So the co-op wallet, it runs the cooperative. Sometimes people say, well, do I place people? How does this work? No, the wallet is self-governing, it's self-organizing, and it's self-aware. It's baked in the programming. You don't have to worry about anything in terms of placement or anything like that. You just complete the two simple steps. You can invite more than 3 people, and the co-op wallet and the system is going to place them in line in the available open spot in the success line. You don't have to be concerned with any of that. Just like your organs. If you get a cut, right? What ends up happening with a cut? You don't have to govern that cut. There's a self-organizing system that heals it. It scabs over and it heals itself. You get something in your eye, right? You don't have to tell your brain, hey, there's something in your eye. It knows, it's self-aware. The brain knows what to do automatically when something's in your eye, creates tears to push that out of your eyes. You don't have to be concerned with that. It's self-governing and self-aware. It's the same thing with our co-op wallet as well. We just have to do the 1%, and that's the 2 simple steps, one-time execution, and we should be doing that in an hour, okay? So here are how the members fuel the co-op wallet, ladies and gentlemen. This is what success looks like. Now I'm showing you guys the 10X version, and because we're now transition into co-op B, the numbers change, all right, just slightly because of the NFT, but the value still remains the same. Our messaging doesn't change. So we buy 4 co-op wallet activation tokens for a one-time out-of-pocket of $379 plus exchange fees. What do you get for that? You get 3 $25 tokens, 3 $5 NFTs, and 1 $250 token. The 3 NFTs, NFT stands for non-fungible token, meaning it's one of a kind. Your account, where it's positioned in the cooperative, it's unique. Think like real estate, location, location, location. And if you have a cooperative that's generating, let's say, $10,000 a month in residual income, you'll be able to borrow against that as DeFi begins to expand, or you'll be able to sell it. So think about if you are in need of money for whatever reason, a big lump sum of money, and you have a cooperative that's generating $10,000 a month, you can calculate that's $120,000 a year. Maybe you want to go ahead and say over a 3-year time period, hey, give me $500,000 and you can have my cooperative, and here's the non-fungible token, and it's yours. Make sense? Now, step number 2 is the same. You're going to simply choose 3 friends to give a $25 CoopWallet referral token to. It's an activation token because what are we doing? We're just opening up a CoopWallet accounts in our ecosystem. That's the name of our game, just like Cash App and PayPal, right? And we're going to do that within 7 days, just one time. Here's where a lot of people are dropping the ball. They stop at, they have to go ahead and open up 3 referrals. But the part of step 2 is who each will do steps 1 and 2 as well, meaning your 3 people have to do steps 1 and 2. So meaning you go ahead and identify and refer 3 people within 7 days or less. Done. Now you're cheerleading, you're supporting, you're doing VBRs, whatever is necessary, because we're a cooperative, we're a team, to assist your 3 in doing the exact same 2 steps. So in 2 weeks, bare minimum, this should be done. That's it, you're done. That's what success looks like in your success line. So you don't have 3 until your 3 have actually opened up 3 CoopWallet accounts. Then you're going to then trigger the automation that takes place as a consequence of that. And you're going to trigger the unavoidable cash flow that happens as a consequence of that. So you guys know the drill here. When you open up 3 accounts, this is in the 10X version. The standard version is just 10 times less. I'm not going to talk about that today. It's just 10 times less. All right, you're going to receive $262 is the exact number, but the exact number is actually more than that, you guys. But we just like to underpromise and overdeliver. And I'm going to share with you guys what the exact number is here in just a second, okay? But when you go ahead and open up 3 accounts, 260, right? Second week, those 3 do the exact same thing. They receive 260, 380 right there. Make sense? But it's actually more than that. So here's what I want to show you guys what the real number is. I'm going to stop my screen share here real quickly, and then we'll get back to it. All right. Let's see if I can pull my board out here so that you guys understand how this actually works. Got lights on there, so it's hard to see. So what I want you guys to realize is that when you complete the 2 steps, all right, once they're completed, it's going to be $412.50. We say one time out of pocket, because now this 308, this is your 10X subscription. Every 28 days, it's actually $308. So, but you're at $412.50 minus the 308, you are $104.50 to the good at that moment in time in passive residual income. Now, with that being said, in the standard version, when you complete the 2 simple steps, it's $37.50 that you receive. Your subscription is $28, right? Every 28 days. And that leaves you $9.50 to the good in residual. So which one would you rather have? That's why we're talking about the 10X, same amount of work, but that's why we say you should never have to go in your pocket again, because once you complete the 2 simple steps, you've generated enough in residual cash flow that now your digital wallet will take from this amount and you have this to the good of $9.50 here. But as your team, your success line continues to duplicate the 2 simple steps, this will continue to increase. But that amount still remains the same, but you're going to be making more in residual cash flow. Make sense, everybody? Right? Okay. So I wanted to share that with you guys, the exact number. You guys see when we show it's actually $412.50 on the 10X, but we show $380. Once again, where we just, under promise and over delivering, right? So let's go back here. So I'm not going to go through it. You guys know how this works here, right? Everyone's completing the 2 simple steps. One time, you guys. And once again, the co-op wallet, it doesn't care if you do it in 10 weeks, 10 days, 10 hours, 10 minutes, it's still going to behave the exact same way. So if that's the case, we should not be moving slow. We should not be moving slow. And everybody that's a part of our community, you owe it to yourself and the accountability to the person that invited you here to get your 2 simple steps done. Go to people that already have a Cash App account and PayPal account and discuss and show them this. They're already involved, and you're now going to educate them on a way that they can receive the unavoidable cash flow rather than these other ecosystems. It's the simplest thing in the world to do, you guys. All right. And there is no saturation point. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do real quickly before I go into that. All right. I'm going to go here real quickly. I want to show you guys this. All right. We go into, we've already made some adjustments. All right. To the team site here. I want you guys to pay attention to this as well. So that you guys understand that we've been working feverishly for the making sure this transition is very, very smooth for our global community. So here's what we've done. So when you go into the smarterthanmoney.com site, you click here. All right. We're going to change out the overview. I haven't done, or, you know, some of the leaders, we haven't done the co-op business overview with those numbers. It's still the communication and the way in which we're presented remains the same. The only difference is that rather than 364, it's 379. And rather than 84 plus exchange fees, it's 99 plus exchange fees. That's the only thing that's different because of the NFT. Right. So we'll get that there, but you can still use it until we're done. But here's what we did. We created this right here. All right. So when you look at this here, it says so after they watch the video, take our decentralized co-op wallet for a free test run to prove to yourself how quickly any and everyone can begin receiving instant withdrawable money from around the globe. Must have your invitor's unique donor key before testing it free. So let me go ahead and just play a little bit for you guys so that you guys understand what we did in this particular video is we actually did the whole 2 steps being completed, where we showed them literally the 412.50 for you so they can actually see it. So let me go ahead and play it for you guys so that you guys can get an idea. Let me move myself out of the way here so that you guys can see exactly what we're talking about here. So excited about sharing this with you. So we're going to take you deep in the rabbit hole and show you the exact money that you can expect to make upon completing the 2 simple steps. And we only do that how many times? 1 time. We're simply opening up digital wallets on the blockchain that behave like Cash App and PayPal that will scale and provide you with unavoidable cash flow, meaning you can't get out of the way of the money if you wanted to. So let's go ahead and dive right in. What you see right here is an exact replica of a demonstration account. And I want you to act as though this is your account so that you can get a better understanding and perspective on what we're saying about unavoidable cash flow. So you are show me the money. So we're going to go back in your back office and you are show me the money. We're going to move all this out of the way just in case you guys see this on your screen. Okay. And you are show me the money, because that's exactly what we're getting ready to do. Now, this is what an exact replica of a live account, and we're going to show you the numbers and the unavoidable cash flow that you're going to expect to generate upon completing the 2 simple steps. But in addition to that, the unavoidable cash flow that happens as a consequence of everyone completing the 2 simple steps just 1 time. As you can see here, you see $17.50 here and $175 here. I took the liberty of acting as though you already had opened up 2 accounts of your 3 accounts. So when you go here to your co-op team, you see here 2 accounts that you've already given a $25 account activation token to is Dave Chappelle. We're going to use famous people's names, great comedian, and Patrick Mahomes, professional quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's the 2. So let's go ahead and go back, all right, to the page here. And we're going to go ahead and open up a 3rd account. So all you ever have to do is come down here and you're going to put in first, last name, email address, and phone number. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put in someone else. Let's say Dwayne Johnson, The Rock Johnson, happens to be one of your 3 friends that you're going to talk to and offer a $25 CoopWallet account to. So let's just go ahead and you're going to put his first and last name. Let's say this is his email address. Okay. Okay. And phone number. And we're going to go ahead and hit invite. Now, once you do that, a CoopWallet account, a free one, is activated. The only thing that has to happen is it gets funded. All right. That's step number 1. But let's go back up here. You can see here, you're at $26.25 from $17.50 to $262.50 from the $175. Because remember, when you open up 3 accounts, all right, especially on the 10X version, you're going to receive $262.50. When you do it on the standard version, you're going to receive $26.25. Now let's go back here, look at the co-op team here. You can see you have Dave Chappelle, Dwayne Johnson, and Patrick Mahomes. So we're going to go deep in the rabbit hole, and we're going to go ahead and take each one of them, and they're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Dave Chappelle, which is one of your 3. We're going to copy, and we're going to go ahead and log out and go into Dave Chappelle's account, because he's going to do the exact same 2 steps that you. Okay, so you guys take the time to go through it yourself to get familiar with it. I'm just going to go here real quickly, go towards the end so that you guys can see exactly what we've done here. You're at $37.50 and you're at $375. Okay, and in the 10X version, you would have the $375 as well as the $37.50. You have enough surplus whereby you're not going to pocket anymore, and your subscription is taken care of. And every day from this day forward, as everyone completes the 2 simple steps, how many times? 1 time, you're creating scalable, unavoidable cash flow, ladies and gentlemen. And then the only thing that has to be done in order for these accounts to go live and the money become real is you go to co-op tokens. Okay, excuse me, where is that at? Let me go to tokens. You would go to tokens, buy tokens, right? And in the 10X version, you would purchase the 84, the NFT, and the 280. Okay, so now let's go here real quickly. So that's what we have there. And then what ends up happening is they're going to go ahead, they can go to step number 3. And we have Doug breaking it down on the board in a way that anyone that's a 5-year-old can understand. I love when he does the board, if you will. But here's what happens. They can click here and it will take them here to this page here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this one for you. It says, finally, company willing to prove it works for free, 100% choice and not chance. So let's go ahead and full screen this. And this is the instructions that's given to them. Go ahead and move myself out of the way here. Oh, great. Now that you see how the unavoidable cash flow actually works with the demonstration on the previous page, it's time for you to take it for a drive yourself. Now, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have your inviter's unique donor key or registration key. This is critically important, as we like to keep the success line in line, because there's only one line and it's a success line here. So you want to make sure you have your inviter's registration and or donor key. And once you have that, you're going to simply come up here and you're going to put in your first name, last name, registration and or donor key of your inviter, phone number, email address, valid email address, and you're going to confirm that email address. And then you're going to put in the password. And the password that you're going to put in is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to confirm the password again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be the password. And then you're going to simply click on next. It will then take you to a confirmation page, and it's just going to make sure that your inviter's name is there as the person that invited you, and just, terms and conditions, and you'll click on proceed. and then it may ask you how much money that you are looking to make. If it's over 50,000, you'll put that in, you'll proceed, and it will then take you to your back office of your CoopWallet back office, at which time all you're simply going to then do is you're going to put in the name, email address, and phone number of the 3 closest friends or entities that you would want to invite and get wealthy with and create unavoidable cash flow if you knew you could not fail. And what's so incredible about this project is that there is no reason why anyone should fail, because everyone's already participating in the digital wallet space. They're just not receiving unavoidable cash flow for doing so. And finally, there's a project that anyone can win with and generate unavoidable cash flow. So make sure you have your inviter's unique donor key or registration key. Once you have that, go ahead and click that join free button down below. And we look forward to working with you. And more importantly than that, we look forward to seeing you over the top. Okay. So, and then what they're going to simply do then is they're going to click on that. And they're going to go ahead and follow those instructions. And when they do that, you're going to receive an email notification of that. So this is going to be a streamlined way for everybody to get free accounts opened up. You get an email notification, you follow up with them to see if they're ready to rock and roll, fund the wallet from there, okay? So it's going to give you some indication of that. So I wanted to share that with you guys in terms of what we got going, what we got cooking so far here. And let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me make sure. Okay, let's do this real quickly. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint here. All right. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how to buy your tokens using Coinbase. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys, like I said, we had a lot to unpack today, right? I'm sharing this with you guys because it's very, very important that all of our global community, you guys get a crypto exchange account opened up so that you can, help your new members that are joining fund their wallet. We only use the crypto exchange accounts in order to fund the wallet, not because we're speculating and trading crypto and all that kind of stuff. We just need to fund the wallet because our system is built on the blockchain, and this would allow us to go ahead and send and receive money globally instantaneously without the need of an intermediary or middle people or consent. So we want to make sure that if you don't have a Coinbase account in your neck of the woods, because we have people from all over the world, maybe Coinbase isn't there, you want to find a crypto exchange account that's in your part of the world. All right, go to YouTube, if you will, and go ahead and follow those instructions so that you learn how to fund your co-op wallet, okay? And we want to make sure that we're able to support team members that may not be in the crypto space to do so, because we want to remove any stickiness in the conveyor belt. At this moment in time, what's happening is people that have Cash App and PayPal or Zelle, they're sending those of us that have a crypto exchange account, they're sending us the money and we're funding the wallet. But as more and more people are coming in, we can't facilitate that, okay? So we have to make sure that we're all able to do it. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how it's done. I'm going to use a demonstration account, one of my demonstration accounts here. So let me do this here real quickly. I'm going to go into, let me move myself out of the way so that you guys can see how it's done, all right? All right. So this is opening up my Coinbase account back office, but we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and type into this demonstration account that I have here, just so that you guys can see how it's done. I'm going to show you guys how to purchase tokens. Get this out of the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to co-op tokens. And we're going to go ahead and buy tokens. You're going to click on that. Now, I'm going to go ahead because I've already, opened up this account. I don't have to go ahead and get the 3 NFTs. Typically, if you're brand new, you're not going to be able to remove that. All right. So we're going to go with 3 28-day tokens. We're going to hit continue. All right. And we're going to use cryptocurrency. So here's the invoice that will pop up, okay? You guys see here, it says purchase 3 co-op tokens at the level Co-op 28 for $84. The safety surplus you guys see here is $20. Once again, that is because cryptocurrency is volatile, and we want to make sure that the invoice goes through and gets paid, because if the cryptocurrency that you use changes, all right, then you can end up having less money, meaning that the invoice won't get paid. So we just put that in there as a cushion. Anything above that is going to be in your wallet. It's your money. You don't lose that money, okay? Then there's a processing fee that Co-op has, okay, of 1.5%. That's how they stay in business. And then there's the network exchange fee. That's the blockchain fee. We have no control over that. And you guys see here that it says a total of $112.48. So now here's where you come. It's defaulted to USDT20 ERC20 Tether on the Ethereum blockchain. Our system is built on the Ethereum blockchain. So right now, there's these options that we have right now. David will be adding, like it was in Crowd, all the other cryptocurrencies, because we have people that have other types of cryptocurrency. But this is what we're working with right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with we'll do this one here, the USDC20 ERC20 Coinbase Ethereum blockchain. We're going to go ahead and do that one. All right. So it's still 112. You see it change here, still 112.48. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to go ahead and copy this address right here. Right. So I'm doing Control-C on my end, because this is the address that I'm going to be sending my USD to fund the wallet. This is what the invoice is. All right. So now let me go here. See if I can go to my Coinbase account, and I'm going to go to send and receive. I'm going to click on that, because I'm sending to that address, because we're funding the tokens for the wallet, right? So here it's paid with Bitcoin. We're going to change it, and we're going to change it to USD coin. So I put some money in there already. All right. And here it says I'm going to paste the address in there. But let me go back here and get the exact number though. Remember, it's 112.48, I believe, 112.48. So let me go back to Coinbase and make sure I put in $112.48. All right. You see it says USDC, but that's the same thing as USD coin. All right. Here it says no, don't even put a note in. Let me tell you guys why. We want to stay decentralized, team. All right. We want to stay decentralized. We don't want big business, big government in our ecosystem or anything like that. There's no need to put a note there. And then we're going to go ahead and hit continue. Okay. You are sending, it's going to, repeat it. You're sending this amount to this address. Okay. The network is Ethereum. All right. And it's estimated in less than 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and say send now. All right. Now on my phone, it's going to send me a seven digit code. So I'm waiting on that. I'm going to go ahead and put that in once I get it. Okay. I went through. It's thinking. So there we go. This transaction takes less than 10 minutes. All right. You can view transaction if you want to. All right. It's showing there the transaction. So it was actually $115.18. So even though it said $112.48, Coinbase has to have its fee for actually sending the money. So always put a little bit extra in. All right. Makes sense? So now let's go back here to the account, and it's going to go through its process, you guys. It says awaiting deposit. It'll start going through confirmations and things of that nature, and it'll end up being in in your wallet. So see, it's going right now. You guys see here how it's going through confirmations and all that good stuff. So it's thinking. So it's going to all the different nodes, confirming that that's a real transaction, and then those tokens will be in the wallet. Make sense? So that's with the USDC. So I'm going to go ahead I'm gonna close this out. It'll be there. And we're gonna go ahead and now I'm gonna use another one. I'm gonna use Ethereum. So I'm gonna go ahead and X that out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. I'm just gonna go with the 384, 3 28-day tokens for $84 plus exchange fees. We're gonna use paying using cryptocurrency. You guys see it's still defaulted to Tether at 112.48 here. We're gonna go here, change it to Ethereum. And you see here the price went up 113.48. Makes sense? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this address here, because this is where we're sending the Ethereum to in order to get the tokens. And I'm going to go back to my Coinbase account. I'm going to hit send and receive. I'm going to change it to Ethereum. I'm going to paste the address here. Well, once again, I got to get the exact amount. So let me go back to the invoice on our site and get the exact amount. And it's 113.48. The other thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is I always look at the first two numbers, the first two symbols, and the last two to make sure it's going to the right address. So 113.48. Okay, and I check that is OX and then 8D, that works. I'm going to hit send or continue. Okay, see the total now is 114.40 because of the network fee that Coinbase charged there too as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and send now. I'm going to get the code that's going to be sent, the 7-digit code that'll be sent to my phone. Just got it. It's thinking. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. Now let's go back here to the invoice. And so it'll begin doing this thinking and all that kind of stuff as well. So it's going to take, sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes it's in 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. Sometimes it could be an hour. Typically, it's within an hour. You should see that back there in your back office, the tokens, okay? So let me go ahead and X out of this here real quickly. Let me see if it's going through the confirmations here first, if that'll pop up before I go. You don't necessarily have to wait, but I just wanted to see if it's going to start doing it like it did with the USD. Okay, so it's not. So let's just go ahead and X out of this. And I don't know if it's happened yet, if it's actually come through yet. Let me go to my tokens to see if the USD came through as of yet. Yep, it's there. So see, these are the unused tokens. So the 28, I'm going to go unused, the 28. And you guys can see here that my 3 tokens already showed up. So this is February 4th, and the 3 tokens are there. Now, guess what? When the Ethereum one goes through, I'll have 6 tokens here. But ladies and gentlemen, that's how simple this thing really, really is. And so get comfortable with it. Go through the process. There's a verification time frame. Let me stop my screen. There's a verification time frame for when you open up your Coinbase account or any crypto exchange account. So you want to get on the other side of that. They're going to ask you for your ID and all that kind of stuff. And then you're not going to be able to transact immediately sometimes. So we want to make sure that all of our global community is getting on the other side of that so that we can help other people fund the wallet moving forward.